Hello, I'm Cass. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to one of my favorite videos to film every single year for you all, and that is my 2025 reading journal setup. I am going to be using this beautiful mushroom notebook therapy journal in their original size. I am going back to my original size notebooks. Last year I went back to the A5s and I kind of missed the original size. I'll go more into detail about all the supplies I end up using as well as any other information I'll try to link in the description box for you all, but I am just so excited to set up my reading journal. Last year I tried out a lot of new spreads and I found things that worked, things that didn't work. I'm tweaking some spreads and some spreads will stay exactly the same. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start setting up my 2025 reading journal. 2025, year 8 of journaling. It truly boggles my mind. How did we get here? I'm so happy to be here and I hope y'all are very excited about all of these spreads. I absolutely adore making my beginning of the year journal spreads. I will admit though, these take me the longest to create. I want to know how many hours you think that it took me to make this setup. Leave your guesses in the comments, and near the end of the video, I will reveal how long it took me because it is honestly quite a high number, which goes to show that perhaps I'm a bit too extra, but it's fine. The theme that I set for this journal was kind of like an adventure map, what have you. It's like a mashup of, I don't know, a bunch of different things. And just in case you missed it in the intro, I'm using the original size from Notebook Therapy, their whimsical woodland edition bullet journal. Love her, love the size. It's nice and small and cute. And we're moving on to my cover page. So the first page was just my name page. Typically I add my phone number, that way if I ever lose my journal for any reason whatsoever, I can be contacted and it has my name on it and it's fine. But this is kind of my title cover page thing. If you don't know, I am a cartographer. I'm a fantasy cartographer to be exact. So I draw a lot of maps for a lot of books, which is a very fun job. I absolutely adore doing it, and I thought it'd be really fitting to draw a map in the beginning of my reading journal. I did this last year, and I'll show you a fun little surprise that I did with last year's and this year's map. I said this last year, and I'll say it again, the maps that I create in my journal are never meant to be very good. It's done very quickly and they're never like my best work, so please don't take this map as like what my skills are. I know that it may look impressive, but I feel like if you look too closely, there's a lot of details that I skipped on and doing because I just wanted not necessarily to be done with it. I just knew that I had a lot of spreads ahead of me and it's just, you know, I wanted to relax, have fun. I had no idea what or how this was gonna look. I did no sketching prior other than just sketching out the land masses, made up some names as I went, drew a bunch of trees, drew a bunch of trees, drew a bunch of trees. It was a lot of fun. I truly do love drawing maps and it was really fun to just kind of let loose and be very casual with this one. So yeah, I'm actually now a published artist. Last year when I did a map in my journal, that was not the case, but huzzah, here we are, 2024, going into 2025 as a published artist. And here's that little surprise that I was talking about. Look, they connect. I've decided every year I'm going to make the maps connect to one another. How cool is that? I'm really excited about that. Anyways, moving on to the first two pages, which actually are not book related, but we'll get to those. We're gonna skip through these pretty quickly. The first couple of pages pretty quickly, that is. Maybe quickly. We'll see how quickly I skip. Anyways, enough blathering about that. This is just like a media growth stats place for my YouTube and my Instagram and my TikTok and my shop. Just, I really like numbers. I am such a stats girly through and through. I love, I guess for a hobby, like data analytics, just my own numbers, not anything like crazy, you know. I just really like numbers. Math was my favorite subject in school, and you would think art, but no, I had some crazy art teachers growing up, specifically in high school. High school art was horrible. I did have a couple good art teachers in like middle school though. Not to totally diss on all of my art teachers. My high school art teacher just like left a bad taste in my mouth. But math, ooh, that was my subject right there. Anyways, that's going to say that like, look, it's a media growth tracker. I just track like how many followers I have at the end of each month, and I don't really care like that much. It's just kind of cool to see the growth and compare it to years prior. And then this other page on the right hand side that I just cut away from because haha, you can't see it, is just a page to list all of my achievements of the year. In the past, I would do the achievements page at the end of the year, but then I have to rack my brain and think of like all the things that I've achieved. So I figured perhaps doing it in the beginning of the year and just being able to list as I achieve things would be the smarter decision. And now from here on out, it's all book related, people, okay? We are doing the classic reading journal setup, which is the bookshelf page, which I like to just call Cass's library, and it is just filled with all the books that I have read in a year. Obviously, it's not filled in right now, we're just creating it, but by the end of the year, it will be filled in and beautiful, and it's just so exciting because I adore how this page turned out. I made a mistake last year by drawing the books too small and not having enough variety with my colors, so I'll show at the end during the flip through a comparison of like my color palette for this journal compared to my color palette for last year's journal, and it's so bland because it's all one color. So this year around, I really wanted to make sure I had a varied color palette. So typically I read books physically, so I decided to have 2 physical book color key colors, if that is a really convoluted way to say that. For physical books, I'm doing this like orange and this like orange pink peachy color. For the ebook is this light yellow. Audiobooks are this nice brown, and then any books I borrow from the library will be yellow. Shout out to Katie for doing the two colors for the physical books to add some variety. I got a lot of inspiration from my bestie over at Katie Is Reading. Love her journal. I get to stare at it so much. So I took a lot of inspiration, and that's why I made the books bigger as well. I realized that I liked the bigger books compared to the small and compact, which once again, I show the comparison at the end of the video. But for now, there's a freaking boat on this page. If y'all know anything about me, I love my boats, and I thought it'd be really fun to do this window instead of doing like a night sky or anything like that. I decided having a boat coming out the window would be kind of cool. Also, that was definitely Starless Sea inspired, and another shout out to Katie for recommending the Starless Sea because it was an absolutely stunning book. I just added a few stickers here and there, copied Katie with the globe and the hourglass because I have not one original thought on this page, and it just turned out so fun, and I'm so excited to see how it looks filled in. And this next page is another very basic page, and one that I'm never that invested in, and that's like my reading goal page. Every year I want to read 100 books. I don't really set out to read 100 books, I just hope that I do. I'm never that invested in my yearly goal, but I really like coloring things in. And I decided to draw 100 boxes and write 100 numbers in those boxes for this reading goal spread. Now, comparing again to last year, which again I'll show in the flip through at the end, I stuck with just one color when filling out the entirety of these boxes, and it was a little, shall we say, bland, a little boring. So this year I'm really trying to spice it up with the color combos and the color palette and adding just more colors than one to my journal. So I've decided when I fill out this page, I will also be using the same key that I did in the previous page. So the physical books, ebooks, audiobooks, Libby, library, whatever the key was, you saw it, I already forgot it, but you know what I'm talking about. This also took quite some time because I couldn't just list the numbers like a normal person. No. That would be quite bland, quite boring. Just kidding. If you list the numbers like normal, you're actually more normal than me, and I think that's a good thing. So I did this font. I wanted to do a font this year that I could easily freehand and kind of gave like an adventurer, casual, like quick hand type of feel. I don't know if that conveyed very well or not, but I was able to freehand it and I didn't have to sketch everything, which is probably good because I sketched these titles thinking that it wouldn't take me as long to record this journal setup as last year, but that was not the case. This next page is my 2025 TBR, or to be read, and I put 16 books on my TBR. Tip for the TBRs, one year I put like 20 to 30 books on there, and that was crazy. Don't do that. 16 is already kind of a lot, but this year I did like really well, not to flex on everybody, but I kind of did really well on nearly completing my yearly TBR. So I was on a roll, decided 16 might be the lucky number for the TBRs. Also, time to shout out this map washi tape because oh my gosh, absolutely love her. We'll actually get back to her in a second because don't look too closely at these books because I'm gonna have a whole in-depth video where I talk about my entire TBR for 2025. So just admire the pretty book covers from afar and then, you know, come back for the 2025 TBR video and we'll chat some more. But back to the much more important and pressing matter, this map washi tape. Y'all, I already said that I'm a cartographer. I am obsessed with maps, love them. I can't believe I've never had in my possession before map washi tape before this very moment. And let me tell you, it was an absolute delight. You can also replicate this same sort of like ripped map look if you just print out a map, like old parchment map or what have you, and just rip the paper and glue it in. Same effect. I just really hate glue and will do anything to avoid glue, hence me also printing my book covers on sticky paper, sticker paper, label paper. You get my drift. But the map washi tape, what a steal. I don't remember exactly where I got these from. The washi tape I have a lot of washi tape. I have a problem for sure. But if you're looking for some high quality washi tape, and by far the highest quality washi tape you will find on the market, definitely recommend going to washitape.com. I am an affiliate, and if you want to save some money, you can use my code Cassandra10 to get you some dollars off, because a deal is always a deal, and I want to share that with you all. And truly, like, I've bought from all sorts of places, from like Michael's to Amazon, Notebook There, like the whole shebang in acquiring washi tape. And by far, the best washi tape that I've used is from the washitape.com. So shout out to them. They've sent me washi tape in the past, and I love it so much. Truly, it's definitely worth the money. Now, moving on to the next page, this is my yearly stats. So just a big old list of a bunch of stats that I like to track, because what did I say earlier? Say it with me now. She's a stats girly. I say this in every single journal setup. Anytime I'm talking numbers, I'm letting the people know that I'm a stats girly. But it's who I am. It's my identity. Now, the key thing about these stats is making sure they're easy to like backtrack and find out. For if you fall behind in your journal, you can easily figure out all of these things and it's not like a pain to figure it out. Does that make sense? So I use Goodreads, and Goodreads has all this information on me for everybody. So like number of books read, I can easily scroll through Goodreads and see, okay, these are all the books that I read this month. Pages read, same thing. Goodreads, books bought, that I have to keep track of. But I have another page for that, so it's fine. Average star rating, can use Goodreads for that. Physical, Libby, library, and reread. Those things, that's on me. If I can't remember how I read a book, like what format, that's a me problem and me alone. So I pared down a couple of my stats from last year. I think I had like DNF, and I just don't really DNF books that often, so that column was typically 0. And I also made this a 2-page spread compared to last year's 1-page spread, because I feel like everything was just too crunched, and I wanted the numbers to be nice and spaced out, give them some room, gave the columns some color, you know, really trying to make things pop. And then we're back on the map washi tape. I also felt so gaslit by this washi tape because I don't think it was perfectly flat on the bottom. So I kept trying to like adjust and readjust, and there was always white showing on the bottom unless I like purposefully cut it, where it was like hanging off and then I cut it. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, this washi tape was gaslighting me, but I still love it. It's absolutely stunning. I don't know if I have much else to say about this spread. Oh my gosh, wait, I can talk about where I got my stickers from in case you're curious about that. I'm a big fan of Sticky. That's STICKII, I want to say. I'll try to remember to link them below. They curate like their stickers, like they hire artists to design their stickers and then they like sell them on their shop, and they're so stunning. I found them and I never went back, y'all. Like I'm so devoted to the Sticky website or brand or what have you. Not sponsored or anything. I just seriously love the collection of stickers. They have like all sorts. They have like a monthly subscription you can sign up for. I know I'm sounding like I'm an affiliate. I swear I'm not. I just really, really love their stickers because, like I said, it's like shopping a bunch of like businesses that don't want to produce their own stickers but get hired to make artwork for stickers. Stunning, fabulous things. Adding a few bits of sparkles here and there, which highly recommend. If you feel like a page is too empty, add some sparkles. You literally can never go wrong with some sparkles. Look, see? 10 out of 10. Now, this next page, I'm so excited about because this is my first year ever doing a series tracker. Exciting stuff, I know. I can't believe I've never done a series tracker, but it was time. Because as I was sitting here thinking about books I wanted to read in 2025, I realized there was a lot of series that I wanted to finish, but I didn't have them written down anywhere where I would remember that I wanted to finish them. So then I forgot that I was even in the middle of these series and that perhaps I should have them all in one spot. So that's what I did. Very basic. You just put the words series tracker and then list out the series. And then you have little boxes that you get to color in as you complete the series, which I think is really fun because even if it's just coloring boxes, it's like an extra little bonus. All right, little dose of serotonin. You finish the book, you're excited, you track it on Goodreads, and then you pop into your journal and you get to fill out like 6 different pages. I'm like, oh good, I read another Goodreads book. Let's go ahead and color that one in. Oh, let me add it to the little fake bookshelf in my journal. Oh, it was in a series that I have a series tracker for. Let me color in that little box. The joy never ends. I'm like making my own coloring book that I get to color when I achieve something, such as reading a book. How fun. I feel like that was like really convoluted in a way of saying it's just a series tracker. And I'm just adding stickers. I don't really have, I know I just said this last page where I was like, I don't have much else to say. And then I blathered on for the rest of the page, but I really don't think I do. I do really love this sticker though. Like the lady in the middle, can I be her, please? Like the aura that she's putting off, kind of vibe, kind of love it. Also, once again, me and this font, I feel like this is why the series, what am I saying? This journal setup took forever. Because why am I the way that I am truly with the font? I just really love fun fonts as well. I mean, that goes kind of hand in hand with the whole cartography thing, because for every map that I make, I do custom font, which really can take you out. So for this one, I literally just Googled like pirate font, and this came up. So I tried to replicate it, kind of took a couple turns. Like the more that I did it, like the worse it got, but it's fine, you know? It's all working out. It's pretty. Some of the series I want to read: Avatar: The Last Airbender, like the novels, Rise of Kyoshi, that series, Stormlight Archives, Lord of the Rings, because I've never read Lord of the Rings and it feels like a travesty, The Last Magician, Veronica Speedwell, because Katie and I, we have a little deal going on with the Veronica Speedwell series, and I'm really excited. Enter Shadow, Freyrin, Red Rising, Daughter of the Pirate King, The Apothecary Diaries. Recently read the first one. I thought it was the cutest thing. It might help me with my Freyrin hangover. Here's hoping. And then Founderside, because I read the first book, said I was immediately going to jump into the second one, borrowed the book from the library. It never happened. But 2025, we're finishing, maybe not all these series. That seems like really ambitious. We're going to finish at least 2, hopefully. As you can see, filled in as far as I am in the series. A lot of these I'm literally 1 book or 0 books in. It's fine. Also, no one shame me for Stormlight Archive. Okay, I am going through it because the FOMO is so real with Wind and Truth. I wanted to be caught up in that series so bad, and it just wasn't in the cards for me. But 2025, I'm gonna catch up. It's gonna happen. Mark my words. Because I'm telling you, the FOMO, I'm like, I want to know what all the excitement is about. And instead, I still haven't read Oathbringer. And it's fine. Moving on to my next page, we're gonna stop talking about that. This is my release radar / like new releases, books to look out for, etc. I didn't really utilize this as much as I wanted to last year. I also did last year just a 1 page, and once again it felt really cramped and like I couldn't really like fit everything that I wanted to in. I'm hoping this page looking prettier will make me reference it more. I just am really bad with new releases, guys. Like how do y'all keep up with all these new releases? Because I learn about books either the day they come out or like months down the line. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that they came out this year. How fun. So I really want to use this spread more. This is going to be the do or die year for this spread, because if I don't use it again, it's getting cut and I'm not going to make it again, which is the joy of journaling though. If spreads don't work and you don't like them, you don't have to make them again. If spreads work really well, you can do it again. If a spread has potential, you can change it and, use it more. It's just the joy of journaling from scratch like this. So, a couple of releases, I'll just list them off. I write them down later, but I'm running out of things to talk about as I stick stickers and draw sparkles. So, Onyx Storm coming out not the 1st of January, 21st. I don't think I need to read the release dates to y'all. I feel like that's a bit much. Deep End, I'm excited about. Oathbound, Sunrise on the Reaping. How are we feeling about that, y'all? New Hunger Games book. Kind of excited. I love Haymitch though, so I'm like terrified. It's gonna be rough, but I'm excited. The Geographer's Map to Romance. Hello. Cartographer Map. The book cover has a compass on it. I'm here for it. Sail Remember Me. Great Big Beautiful Life. The Floating World. Isles of the Emberdark. Exciting things. I'm really excited about all these releases. Also, there was like hardly any releases in like the latter half of the year that have been announced. So hopefully as the year goes on, I can add to this and fill in the page a little bit more, but she's looking cute right now. I like her. And we are moving on to, what is this page? Oh, this is my books bought page. This is very different from the past couple of years. I've done this since 2022. 2022 was the first time I did like a dedicated reading journal, and then I realized having a dedicated reading journal was a bit much. So in 2023, I had combined my life bullet journal, reading journal into one, and then 2024, same thing. 2025, I'm hoping to have more reading journal pages throughout the journal. We'll see. Anyways, circling back, I have always just listed out the books that I bought. I added columns last year that was like the author and the edition and the date and all of that. And it was fun, but I wanted a way to track what books that I bought and read on the same page. So the boxes are little check marks. And I'm also really addicted to any pages with book covers on it. So I thought it'd be fun to print book covers and do a book cover page for the books I buy. I think it's going to be kind of a lot, but I hope it'll be cute. Also, what you just saw me do there is called a Dutch door, when you cut out the pages, but you can still see the decorations on both ends. That way I don't have 4 pages to decorate, I have 2. Highly recommend, and you'll see me do one later for my book's red page. And ooh, y'all, I can't recommend enough doing Dutch doors for the book's red page. But again, we'll get to that, and I love it so much. I'll just be sticking book covers above the check boxes, and I will check the box when I actually read the book. That way I get an overview of all the books that I bought, and also a budget of like, I can't go more than however many books. I want to say there's 80, which is a lot, but this year I left space for 60, and I've only bought 60. So I want to stick to whatever I allot myself in terms of boxes. And this next page, monthly favorites, true, but also like favorites in terms of like almost all these pages that I set out, because it is just so stunning. I saved the girl with the red hair holding the stack of books specifically for this spread because she's just such a cutie, and it was like one of my favorite stickers on the sticker sheet. She's just so cute. And I did this by month, and this again is one of the spreads that I usually do at the end of the year. And then I was like, why do I do that to myself? This should be a beginning of year spread, then I can fill it out as the year goes by. And I feel like that's much more exciting. So that's what we have going on here. I'm just sticking the stickers, adding the sparkles, and then writing the names of the month. I will keep the pencil sketches for future me knows where to put the books, but I am going to erase the lines. In previous years, I've like inked the brackets for they have like a nice little slot, but I think it'd be nice and hopefully cuter without the brackets actually drawn and just have like the book covers. We'll see. And this spread also has more potential for more stickers as the year goes on. skipping those next couple of pages, that is just pages that I have divided out for my monthly favorites. So I want to do like a little like dedicated quarter page, or I guess half page, quarter full spread to each month's favorite book. That way, again, I have like more book related things in my journal, especially dedicated to like favorites. I'm just so bad about it. Now, what the heck is my maps? This is like an exclusive to me, unless someone else out there is a fantasy cartographer watching this, let me know. But a lot of books that I worked on in 2024 are being released in 2025, and I thought it'd be really fun to have like, you know, the book covers and like a little blip in the name of the map and everything in the journal to like document them. I think I left, what was that, 7 spaces? I probably may need more at this point because I'm just drawing away people, okay? But for now, I just have the 2 pages dedicated to that. I thought it'd be kind of fun. And then the moment that I was talking about earlier, I was gonna say the moment of truth, but I feel like that's just not the scenario for this. Oh my gosh, I feel like I've been talking forever. Like 30 minutes, like talking for 30 minutes straight is kind of a long time, guys. Okay, are you still with me? I hope you're still with me. Anyways, look at this Dutch door. So many doors and yet so little decor, and I love that for me. So you just do a little bit of chopping. I did write on the pages that I was supposed to cut. I wrote the word cut. The very last page, I put do not, because knowing me, I would have cut that last page. But because I wrote myself a little note, didn't do it. There's a couple of changes on this page as well. It is very similar to last year with, again, a couple of key differences that I show in the flip through. You just gotta hang out to the flip through, guys. We're almost there. Major thing, I did circles instead of stars because drawing, I think I left 120, space for 120 books, and times that times 5. What is that, 600? Ooh, I feel like I should check the math. Does that sound right? Because that's 12, or 120 times 5. Y'all, that mental math, ooh, that was slick, because it was 600. 600 stars? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I drew little bubbles, little circles to fill in for the star ratings. And again, same thing as I was saying with like my Goodreads goal page. I'm going to be using the same color key as the bookshelf page to add some more color and variety in the page, because I didn't like how like solid color it ended up looking by the end of the year. So I'm really hoping by tracking the different formats in all across the journal should add some nice color and variety to these pages. But in the meantime, she's just really indecisive with this. I think I put these stickers down and removed them like the most on this page. Look, that's one sticker gone. Added another one. Guess what? Taking off that sticker too. Putting another one on. You think that sticker's gonna stay there? You're wrong. I removed that one too. It was also getting to the point where I had like less of a selection of stickers to choose from, so I was trying to figure out what final stickers would look good together. I think she turned out fine, and this page always shines when it has the book covers printed, because that is like the star of the show, obviously. I put like a little demonstration there / double checking my spacing one last time to make sure before I commit to inking 600 circles. But we're just gonna speed things up and zoom on through. I just draw a lot of circles here. I don't know why I felt the need to keep all of this in, but look at me go. Look at those circles. I think it's gonna look really clean too, because my stars, they were not very, shall we say, star-like? Some of them were, but some of them ended up just looking like blobs. But a circle, tiny circles I can do, okay? I think it looks cute. I don't remember whose journal I saw doing this. I don't know if I even saw anyone doing this. I feel like I did, but it was a good idea. So shout out to the many, many people that do reading journal setups that I had sifted through. And here's the final flip through, the moment you've all been waiting for. She's so cute. I'm really happy with how she turned out. I was a little apprehensive for a while there, but you know, after I finished working on this journal for 8 hours, you heard that right, ladies and gentlemen, 8 hours. I need to take a moment away from it before I return to looking at it and seeing this flip through. I kind kind of like it. Added some more details like here and there that you may have missed during the setup. Boom, comparison. See, told you it was here. See how green this is? It needs more variety. And that's why I have this cute little color palette right there. See, look, I even pointed for you to know. And then I'm gonna show you again. Ready? Wha-bam. Very green, very one color, and very compact. I like the spread outness of it, and I'm gonna use that same color palette from previously. It's gonna be good. Also, upgrade to the TBR because I have check boxes to mark off. I always forget to add check boxes, so I never know what books I actually read because that's like a key thing and I always forget. Series trackers debut. Thank you, Katie is reading. Love you, bestie, for all the inspo. Release radar, my books bought. I cannot wait to see this filled in. I did leave a little sketch just for I would remember where things go, in case you're wondering why there's pencil marks still there. Promise they'll be erased, okay? Same on this page, the pencil marks will be gone. Oh, but she's stunning. I love the maps in the corner. I feel like she turned out really cute. Skipping the blank pages that will be filled. Again, my maps page, the book's red, and also the little tiny star below the dots are gonna be for my new reads because I reread a lot and I like knowing what books are new. And here's my little comparison with the Dutch doors with all of them filled in and my wonky star blobs. And that's the flip through. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the outro. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope I was able to inspire you with my reading journal setup. Let me know if you plan on starting a reading journal this year or what year of journaling that you are on. Like I said in the intro, this is my 8th year of journaling, and it is kind of crazy that I've been keeping up with journals for that long, but I am so happy with how things turned out, and I hope that you were able to be inspired. I don't do journal dedicated videos, however, I do journal in a lot of my vlogs, so if you're interested, please do consider subscribing, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Toodles!